Guess what? It's Friday. It's weather for Weather Geeks time. Before we get to the weather, let's talk a little astronomy here. We do have an eclipse coming first thing tomorrow morning, but the visibility not going to be great around here because of clouds. And also, we're not in a favored area on the Earth to see the totality of this eclipse. If we had a clear sky tomorrow morning, we could see a partial eclipse. This is a lunar eclipse. So you would see, if we had a crystal clear sky tomorrow morning, we would see some reddening of the moon starting at about 6:15. The max would be right at 7 a.m., and then the moon would set at 7:03. So this would be very low in the horizon. But, you know, I'm just not real optimistic we're going to see enough clearing of the sky to be able to see this. If we had a clear sky, you'd want to get to a place where you could see the horizon. This probably would not be a great eclipse if you live in a neighborhood with a lot of trees and that sort of thing. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. Unfortunately, this one is kind of a miss for us, both because of where we live and because of the weather tomorrow morning, which is still going to be pretty cloudy at that early morning hour. We're going to see sun later on tomorrow. All right, not much sun out there today, that's for sure. As I'm recording this it is 2:15 p.m. We've got some showers around the Mahoning and Shenango valleys. No lightning and thunder with this, but just some good old-fashioned rain. And there's more where this came from as we bring up the isobars this afternoon. We've got a closed area of low pressure riding along our old front. And that old front is just sort of dangling along the Ohio River. This has caused a lot of problems over the last 24 hours in terms of severe weather and flooding. Louisville, Kentucky, 5, 6, 7 inches of rain in that part of the state of Kentucky. Southern Indiana, southern Illinois had it pretty bad as well. Right now, there's not much in the way of severe weather, but there is a tornado watch in the red here that extends from southern Indiana, western Kentucky, down into western and northwestern parts of Tennessee. And any of these storms could try to rotate before the afternoon is through. That's why there's a tornado watch down there. This is a pretty good front coming our way. Let's bring up the temperatures this afternoon. And that's the dew points. Let's show you the temperatures. The temperatures this afternoon falling pretty quickly in the wake of our front. Take off the isobars here. This is just a little too busy. We've got 60s, 70s, and 80s ahead of the front, and then you go behind the front, and yeah, things are changing in a hurry back across parts of the Midwest, where it's down in the 30s in parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, and into Iowa. So it's a pretty good front coming our way, and we're going to start to feel the effects of this tonight. It's not going to be bitterly cold, but it's certainly going to be colder tonight. So let's show you how things should progress for the rest of the day today and into tonight. Bring up the latest version of our high-resolution model here. Here's the simulated radar, the model predicted radar, if you will, at 4 p.m., a couple of hours from right now. Pretty good slug of rain from northern Ohio back through southeast Ohio, tracking our way. Scattered showers and thunderstorms down along the Ohio River Valley. So we go into the evening, here's 6 o'clock. Again, some showers around. Just plan on a soggy Friday evening. I really doubt there's any thunder and lightning, but this could coalesce into a pretty decent line of, kind of a broken line of heavy thunderstorms with the possibility of severe weather from, Parkersburg, Marietta, down through central Kentucky, down towards Nashville, Tennessee at 6, 7 o'clock this evening. Here's 8 o'clock again. Heavy storms, well to our south, and just a chilly rain up here in northeast Ohio and into western PA. Good night to stay in and watch a movie tonight. Here's 10 p.m., the rain continuing. Now, as we go into the overnight, this is when things become a little more interesting. The rain's going to try to shut off probably by midnight or so, but as the colder air wraps in, that's snow trying to form on the backside of this, and I've been talking about this all week. Don't think this is a big deal, but as this band of wet snow rotates in from the north and west at about 2 or 3 in the morning, this can coat some areas, coat the ground, probably non-paved surfaces, the grass, car tops, and that sort of thing. But it's going to be something to watch out for. Overnight tonight, most of us will be asleep, but if you're up and about in the wee hours, you're probably going to see a few wet snowflakes out there. Tomorrow morning could be a lingering flurry up through about 6, maybe 7. Then I do think the sun comes out pretty quickly tomorrow afternoon. Show you what's going on the surface map here tomorrow afternoon. High pressure is going to be building in from the west. There's the center of our high tomorrow afternoon right down here. That's going to clear the sky out. Not a bad afternoon tomorrow, just a little on the chilly side for early April. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon, we can show you those real quickly here. Temperatures, that's not what I want. will be below average, but with some sunshine, it's not going to be all that bad outside. There's my temperatures. Take off my drawing tool. Let's see, our NAM model showing temperatures in the lower and middle 40s, probably just a shade underdone. Middle 40s probably should do it tomorrow afternoon. So it's definitely a jacket kind of a day. But Easter Sunday is looking good. This front that I feared earlier might try to sneak in is going to stay to our north, and so there's going to be a boundary. You can kind of see it right in through here. North of it, cold Easter up here in Canada and New England. But down where we live, Easter is going to be warmer. We're talking temperatures getting into the mid-50s here Easter Sunday afternoon with some sunshine. So a nice looking Easter Sunday, and that'll probably be the best day of the next 7 or 8 days. Let's bring up the precipitation here on Sunday. And I say that because we're going to have some sunshine and dry weather Easter, but then beyond Easter, conditions are going to go downhill. What's going to happen, the setup next week, is there's going to be a front that's going to kind of just lollygag around the Great Lakes and the Northeast, and waves of low pressure are going to travel along this front and bring us some waves of moisture, and that means just off and on showers, it looks like, for next week. This is Monday, the 6th. Here's Tuesday. More green. Tuesday's probably almost a washout, it looks like. And then here's Wednesday. Again, showers here and there. Now, will there be thunder with this? Will there be a severe weather threat? Not looking real likely next week here. That's probably more towards the lower Ohio River Valley, but stay tuned on that. Nonetheless, we're going to get wet off and on throughout the week. Here's Thursday. You get the idea. So just plan on a lot of April showers next week. If we get past this pattern and into the middle of the month and we start to see some sunny days, boy, is it going to green up in a hurry. With all of this rain over the next 7 days, some of us will get 2.5 inches of rain. And then the much-anticipated pattern change, already kind of underway. It's already a milder pattern. Next week, despite the rain, it's going to be above average a lot of the time. See some highs in the lower 60s. But the more pronounced pattern change for the middle of the month is still on track. Show you the airflow here, if my web page will load eventually. Maybe it's not going to. Here we go. Let's bring up the 500 millibar airflow here. Here we are, finally. As we go into the middle of next week, despite the rain, we've got this ridge in the upper level setting up in the east. So that, is going to promote some above average temperatures. So we go towards mid-month and tax day. Here's 10 days from now on the 13th. You've got a big trough of low pressure in the Pacific Northwest with rain and mountain snow out there. Usually when there's a trough in the western U.S., there's a ridge trying to build in the east. And sure enough, by tax day, you've got this big trough in the west, ridge in the east. Hopefully this ridge will be strong enough to keep most precipitation away, and we will see some above average temperatures for the middle of the month. That is right around the 15th. Beyond that, take any model with a grain of salt when we get into the super long range. But it would, the latest GFS ensemble would suggest that a cooler pattern settles in maybe around the 20th. But hey, we've got a pretty nice pattern, it looks like, for around the 13th through the 17th of the month. Hopefully it doesn't rain. If it doesn't rain, we should see some 70-degree plus days around tax day. That's the Friday weather for Weather Geeks. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm on the morning shift for a few days next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So Weather Geeks will be done during the morning. We'll get it online probably around mid-morning. And my social media posts will be a little... the schedule of them will be a little different than usual because I'll be on a different shift. So I look forward to seeing you on WFMJ today, bright and early at 5 a.m. Monday morning. See you then.